Hello, everybody. So, let me just switch off the music now that I'm starting to talk and show you some other stuff. There's the music gone. So, the occasion for this morning's live stream on YouTube, which I haven't actually done for a while, because I tend to do my streams on Twitch these days, is that I came across an interview with Alchemy VTT. And basically they were at, I think it was one of the PAXs, speaking to Nerd Immersion, another videocaster and podcaster. And they were talking about the plans for a Kickstarter. Now, Alchemy, if you've checked that out on my channel before, it's basically like a VTT, but its focus is very much on the immersion side. So they don't actually necessarily go for the full tactical grids and big character sheets and so on so far. And what I quite like about it, and I can show you that a bit later, but I have made videos about it, is that you have all these visuals and nice music and effects going over the top, but it's very much theater of the mind. So when I did my first video, basically I thought, oh, this is like a non-VTT. It's not trying to be a tabletop in the sense of, oh, I move 3 meters over here and then I do this and I do this maneuver. But it's more of a storytelling tool. And very much that's what they're saying still, but they're changing that a little bit, as we can see in the video. So I thought I'd actually do a sort of reaction video. Never done that before. So tell me what you think. So we have this video here from Nerd Immersion at PAX, posted yesterday. So let's see what they've got. And I'm going to do the annoying thing and pause it at various points and tell you what I think about it. So let's see. It's here.
What's going on, folks? Ted from Nerd Immersion here. I'm here at the Alchemy booth at PAX East 2023, and it is moments away from closing, but that doesn't stop us from having this interview. So I'm here with Chris. We're going to talk a lot about Alchemy and basically whatever he wants to talk about. I'm giving him a venue for this. You've seen me, you know what? You saw me here last year when Alchemy first showed up out of nowhere, but here we are. So Chris, hi.
Yeah, Chris is very active on the Discord server, and I started using Alchemy about 6 months ago, so I wasn't quite there in the first wave. But yeah, definitely, I have been investing a little bit in my Founders box, which I can talk about a bit later. So, very nice guy. And if you are interested in this, go onto the Discord. Very helpful.
Hi.
Hey, what's going on, folks? You know what? This is a special moment because last year we were standing right here. We were launching into early access. We were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and wondering if this thing would ever do anything. Here we are a year later, excited about launching our version 1 and going to Kickstarter, so pretty stoked.
So some people saw rumors of a Kickstarter a little bit ago, but now we are for real, though.
Yeah, we got that question a lot because for some reason Kickstarter is a rite of passage for everyone in this industry, saying, I didn't back this on Kickstarter, when's this going? And we never had any plans to do that. Now we've got several reasons to do that, so yeah, we're going.
Do we have a date for Kickstarter?
We do. The date, we'll just spoil this right now, April 18th, 2023, 3 weeks from now. We're basically going to fly home from PAX and get to work. But we're super close. We're almost ready to fulfill this thing already. But April 18th will be the date.
So you heard it here first. That is the official... I mean, he's held to it on video now, so you can't... This is going on the internet. It lives forever.
We only live once.
So people have been playing around. We've been talking about importing from D&D Beyond, all sorts of crazy stuff you can do with Alchemy, as well as all the stuff that's already there, because there is a fair amount of stuff that you can go in and just play around with as it stands. Why Kickstarter, and what's on this Kickstarter that makes it different from what you already have?
Yeah. So Alchemy is a cinematic storytelling environment, aka a virtual tabletop. And we are fully embracing that. We will have virtual tabletop features, we will have Fog of War, we will have Snap to Grid, hex grids, all the things that you might need. We're also going to have a really great place to tell cinematic stories, role play, theater of the mind. That's kind of our bread and butter.
I find this interesting because very much so I got the vibe previously that they didn't want to go down the VTT Fog of War sort of thing, and they grudgingly did some maps because I really wanted to have the story and immersion. So this is actually, as far as I'm concerned at least, might not be for their marketing campaign, change of tack that they're making. But there's definitely lots of stuff you can already do. So let's carry on a bit.
Why are we going to Kickstarter? Well, because we've been in early access for a year. We've swept up in a lot of dusty corners. We've got a bunch of user data. We've squashed a lot of bugs. And so we're ready for a version 1, but most importantly, we have spent all of last year gaining over 55 content partners, shaking hands, signing contracts, and really sitting on those things for a long time. We have a bunch of folks internal to Alchemy who have been ingesting this content nonstop, and we are ready to show it to the world and really get it out there. I think the other thing is, thirdly, we're ready to release what we call Alchemy Enhanced. And Alchemy Enhanced is a new way to sort of up-level some of the content that we're bringing on the platform. If Alchemy is all about cinematic immersion and we're doing nothing but converting books to Alchemy, we want to convert those books and then we want to up-level them with motion graphics and bespoke UIs and original scores and ambient soundscapes.
Now this sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Having a team within Alchemy to ingest this stuff. If you compare that, for example, to Fantasy Grounds or to Foundry being one of my favorite VTTs, you typically don't get anybody from Foundry itself ingesting the content. So you always have independent developers. Sometimes they're being paid, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're just making a system, not ingesting, as he says, the content. But that's quite interesting for me because hopefully those people then know exactly how to use VTTs and you get a very standardized common approach to it. What he also said is about scores and the music bit, and he's going to talk about that in a minute, but having suitable music for something is always a bit of a hunt, isn't it? So let's see how they tackle that.
The things that make the Alchemy experience wonderful.
So pray tell, these licenses, these content partners, what are we talking about? I mean, it sounds like a lot, right? You're saying you're going to be
really good
pulling in
partners.
motion graphics and all this kind of stuff. And I've seen what Alchemy has done in the past, and it's very pretty, but are we, well, I don't know, just show me what you're talking about. I know it's going to come up here, and we're going to have video that you'll be interspersed, but show the people what they want to see.
Yeah, I mean, for the last year, we've been flying out to these conventions. We've got a really cool booth. We have a great team. They're all really good-looking people, and we have a great-looking platform. But people keep asking, like, how powerful is it? Can I have macros? Can I have automation? Can I do this, that, and the other thing? And the answer is yes. We've been working really hard to build support for every single game system. We have a system builder. We call it Systemless. Or custom on the platform internally, we call it customless. And
I've experimented with this custom builder to try and make a system that they're actually about to release, which is Kids on Bikes. And it's the early stages still, admittedly, and it's coming along nicely. But basically, I think what they're going to go for, and we can see that in the video as well a little bit, is not the sort of full flashy character sheet, but it's a bit like Roll VTT. They'll have a stripped down character sheet, which gives you all the roles you need, all the information it needs, but it won't look like a normal character sheet. So I quite like that, actually.
And so Pathfinder 2E, the Year Zero engine, powered by the Apocalypse, Cypher, whatever it is, we've got it. We've been working on it behind the scenes. This Kickstarter is going to be all about it. Alchemy Enhanced itself is all about a bespoke custom UI that matches the story world. So we're going to look at Alien in a second, which is not going to be on the Kickstarter, but will be available on Alchemy. Licensing, Disney, hello. But every single Alchemy Enhanced title is meant to be something that looks really great for that title, but also something that can be broken apart and used in any of your sci-fi games, any of your homebrew Alien games, Blade Runner games, whatever it is. So it comes with an animated like lobby graphic, like a title graphic, but then it comes with 10 motion overlays that can be used in any piece of artwork behind, comes with an original score, and it comes with 10 ambient soundscapes. So all of those things can be mixed and matched and used in your homebrew games.
All right, let's see it.
Yeah, indeed, let's see it.
So here's the demo of... Whoop.
There it goes.
Nice.
Look at this Alchemy.
So here is the animated lobby screen. So this is Alien. Again, this will not be on the Kickstarter, but it will be available after our Kickstarter. And we'll have several other games available on the campaign. But you can see here that it's fully Alchemy, if you know what Alchemy looks like, but it's skinned to look like Alien. So we've got...
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about with the stripped down roller bar on the left, and you've got some trackers at the bottom. So this is for one character. You've got health and stress bars, but you don't have the whole character sheet in front of you at all times. At the bottom left, you typically then get some actions. I don't see them here yet, where you can roll particular things that you need to roll, or you can message. And there's a bit of theming going on here with the MSG, with the messaging here. But to be honest, it's mainly that they trimmed the corners a little bit. So we've got the typical alien look and the color scheme. It's I quite like that they took the cover and animated it though. Look at the tail.
Green scan lines. We've got this really great animated graphic of the cover art from the book, and we have this incredible score in the background. So if we move through the gameplay experience, the first step that we have is what we call exploration. So exploration is going to have sort of this vibe that is very much exploratory. We're investigating an off-world planet. We're looking at these strange alien creatures. So we're building that vibe. We're all about chasing those vibes in Alchemy from the storytelling perspective. Then we also have roleplay, right? So roleplay, we are doing a lot of character.
I mean, when they're talking now, the music is very, very loud in the background, so it's a bit hard to say, to listen to them. But seeing as a lot of the Free League games have got the great artwork in it, that was actually one of the things where I started looking into Alchemy, is how do you leverage that to create the mood rather than saying, here's a map of the Kronos or whatever. Having this in the background for storytelling, and only when you need to, going up to the map, which would be eventually up here. I think, again, that's one of the big advantages of this.
Character dialogue, we're developing backstories, and you can see in this we've got motion overlays that are bespoke to the alien experience. We've kind of got these light rays that are shooting up. We've got a flickering light from the spaceship at the top, and there's going to be a whole bunch more of this stuff. Then we have combat, always combat. And so, yeah, we're depicting a combat scene here. We've got the amplified music.
A bit too much amplified, if you ask me, because you can't hear him anymore. So this is a combat scene, and again, it would not be necessarily a grid one. But for combat, I probably would switch the map on. He's not showing that, though.
Kind of intense, kind of crazy, but also we see this whole model take a completely different shape for something like Tales from the Loop, which has its own very distinct look to it. Thanks to the creators, Free League Publishing has done an amazing job creating a super stylized look and feel, and we've amplified that.
You can see the actions at the bottom, so they've got attributes, and the second tab will probably be trackers, or it will be actions. But these are actions, so if you want to roll on body or tech, then you basically just hit that, and that would then give you a chance to modify the roll before you hit roll, and then it spits it out here with the results.
That to a multimedia experience with music, ambient sound effects, and of course, creating motion for the background here.
Now let me ask you, because as a content creator, a lot of us run into this. This is all original scores that's contained in here. Now, if I were to stream this or record this and upload this, this is going to be a DMCA free score. I'm not going to get slammed by Disney for some score and then immediately taken down?
Absolutely. Okay. So yeah, that's part of why we're the ones that's taking on this work of creating all this content, is so that we can offer that DMCA free to all of our users who buy it. But yeah, so also so that we can supplement that on our platform. It's something that we're kind of wanting to amplify. It's not necessarily something that the creators are saying, well, we want to have music, we want to have motion. No, they want to make books. We want to create these amplified experiences, and so we're providing it.
So at some point in the future, we will have an Alien live stream here on the channel using Alchemy Enhanced, when I'm actually very excited about. So you'll get to see it firsthand. We'll have tutorials and stuff that I'll have kind of just, if you're going into this blind, how hard is it to make something? And we played around here, but
a little bit,
so that's Alchemy Enhanced, that's the Kickstarter. Is there anything else you want to kind of cover in this?
I kind of want to leak the rewards.
Okay, all right. I'm great at leaks. We know this. Go ahead, give me what you got.
So yeah, my official title at the company is Leak Guy. So our rewards, we sort of have this inspiration of wanting to create rewards that are both physical and digital. So we're in these physical spaces a lot. We've attended 6 cons last year. We're going to do 6 cons this year. And we want to continue to be in local game stores. We want to have a physical presence because that's where people are.
I find that quite interesting because essentially they're selling a virtual product, and they're basically saying they sell it with a virtual product, but at the same time they want to have something that they can give people into their hands. So what they have done in the previous bit, they've got these card packs here. If you bought the Founders pack, you got these cards with some beautiful artwork. They're tarot card size. I'm just holding up one here. And then on the back of it, you would have a little QR code, and that would allow you to redeem it. So they would basically still be able to have a physical product that you handle and that you get to grips with in the truest sense of the word. And I thought that was very interesting, and apparently they're doing it again.
And also, all of us who are in this community are transmedia collectors. We like to play on VTTs, we cross-reference PDFs, and we like to also buy books to put on our shelves and flip through when we have time, which we never do.
No, believe me, yes, I know. You see the stack in my normal videos of things I haven't opened yet.
So let's talk about rewards, digital, physical. Also, we want to really capitalize on this moment of this being a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
Yeah, I'm going to skip a little bit.
Roll20, the main known 12 years ago, to say I was there from the beginning. But we want to create opportunities for people to really cement their names into our foundation. So that's kind of another inspiration here. So the first thing that we have to offer, obviously we have a premium subscription. We're going to be offering that on 6-month, 1-year, lifetime memberships.
So looking at the background there, I don't know whether that's accurate pricing yet, but I think it says $8 per month.
Sounds great. Awesome. Baseline. We're also going to be offering what we call a backer account. And so this is something that's going to triangulate your Kickstarter backer number to your Alchemy account number, and that will be displayed on your badge. So if you are backer number 5, forever solidified in your Alchemy account, you will have a badge that says, I back this company and or this product, and I am number 5. Pretty standard. This is where it gets exciting. So we are going to be offering a lot of content on our Kickstarter, and we're going to be creating physical manifestations for it in the form of cards. So you've seen our cards before. We released a whole product line last year called the Founder Box. Yep. I sent you one.
Yes, you saw me actually unbox.
That's what I was waving around, but I actually paid for it, and this I misunderstand this guy probably got it for free. Anyway.
So we love that because we love physical products and we love making things that are beautiful, nice to hold. And so what we're going to be doing is making 5 different content decks that are representative content titles on our platform, but also manifest as physical cards. So these cards will be collectible, you'll be able to keep them, put them on your shelf, whatever, but you'll also be able to scan a QR code and redeem them for the content on the platform. So this first deck here is our fantasy deck. They're all thematic. And just to kind of reveal a few of the titles that we have, the first one is going to be Forbidden Lands Alchemy Enhanced. So everything that you saw for Alien, we're doing the same treatment for Forbidden Lands. Fantastic game.
Now looking at that list, basically Forbidden Lands, great. I'm playing it on Foundry. Like to have all my bits on this one, all the rules references on. But I'd be interested to see how they implement that. Pathfinder, okay. Yeah, I know it's popular. I don't really play it. Scarlet Citadel, no idea. Humblewood Tales, they already sort of have some of this, and that's actually looking really good. And the Epic Encounters is something you just can slip into any other game.
Everything that you saw for Alien, we're doing the same treatment for Forbidden Lands. Fantastic game, wonderful experience, wonderful vibe of this world. We're really excited to be building an enhanced version of this. Also, we have the Pathfinder 2e core rulebook, generously provided by Paizo. We're so excited to create Pathfinder. Lots of maps, lots of assets. All of it's going to be playable on Alchemy. And then our best friends at Hit Point Press, from their new book, Humblewood Tales, they're going to be bringing on an adventure that's also going to be available in this deck, which is so great. And our new friends at Steamforged Games will be bringing on Epic Encounters for the fantasy deck.
Awesome. Well, a lot I've reviewed and talked about a lot of these, so all good stuff. What else do we have aside from just fantasy?
So for those of you who prefer to play more in the future side of things, sci-fi, we'll kind of fly through this stuff, but
you see that
we've
in
got
the background.
Coriolis, we've got Fallout from Modiphius, Vast Grim from Infinite Black.
Looking at this list here, Coriolis, of course, I love Coriolis. Fallout, yes, data set, okay. I'd rather, yeah, I want to have a look at that before I say much else. Vast Grim is, I've come across it, I don't really want to say. Still Fleet is new and indie, and Wild Sea apparently is as well.
We've got Still Fleet, which is a super cool kind of political intrigue sci-fi game by an indie developer that we're really excited to kind of put under the umbrella of these big titles. And then also the Wild Sea from Mythopoeia, changing their name to Mythic Works, but we're really excited about kind of shining a light on these indie developers as well. Our third deck is horror themed. We've got Vaesen, we've got Call of Cthulhu from our friends at Chaosium, who are incredible. Another Hit Point Press property here in Shift, which is their own proprietary game system, which has a super cool adventure called Maelstrom. I'll spare you the details, but you should definitely go check that out. Also our friends at Loot Tavern with Heliana's Guide to Monster Hunting, and Nord Games bringing the ultimate bestiary of the Dreaded Accursed. The fourth deck that you can get on the campaign is more of a modern feel, so Tales from the Loop, Kids on Bike 2nd Edition from Hunters Entertainment, and City of Mist from Son of Oak. The last deck is called Apocalyptic, and this deck is really special because it's effing hardcore.
Now here I was expecting something like The Walking Dead maybe being announced, however it's licensed, so maybe not, so it can't be included in the Kickstarter, but Twilight 2000 might have been useful here. Mutant Year Zero, but we're not getting, not yet anyway, getting those.
Oh, fancy. All right.
I censored myself.
Yeah, I mean, it is YouTube, so fair.
Yeah. So this deck is going to be helmed by Morkborg, which we are absolutely over the moon to be developing an enhanced version for. We created Alchemy for these types of titles, and we are so excited to make this happen. Also, Pirate Borg from Limithron and Cyberpunk from Mythopoeia as well. There's 10 cards in all of these decks, I should say, that these are just kind of some highlights that I'm showing you guys. But this deck will only be available in what we're calling the backer box, which is a box set here, which includes all 5 card decks as well as some other exclusive Alchemy merchandise.
Now that box looks nice, doesn't it? But I've got the Founders box, which looks like half the size roughly. And it's sitting on my shelf, and I get a nice little pin, which I was holding up earlier, but I don't think I'm ever really going to wear it. It's going to live in the box. So nice little gimmick, I think, but yeah, limited real world value. I'm interested to see the pricing for this one. I'm looking, I don't want to guess.
Stretch goals.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, here we go.
So Dragonbane, yeah, I've just been doing a lot of that.
Because my co-founder's here, my COO is here, my lawyer is here. And so we could tell you that we're going to have lots of Free League enhanced titles.
And Ruins of Symbaroum,
starting with the Ruins of Symbaroum,
is already on there to an extent, the starter set,
We're
basically.
really excited to be a part of that
or the
launch.
Best Adventure.
And then several other titles that we're going to be giving some extra special love to that will be available as stretch goals and add-ons in the campaign. That's it. April 18th.
April 18th, folks. Well, we saw all of it here. Again, I'll have, if you have more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments.
Right, I think that'll do for me. So I'm quite pleased to see that Free League are definitely cooperating with these guys, and I'm looking forward to that. It comes out of that. I have a lot of the Free League stuff already. If it's out on Foundry, I've bought it. If it's out on Fantasy Grounds, I probably have. That's Symbaroum, really. So I am looking forward to seeing this because I like the model that they're going for. Focus on storytelling. Recently started introducing some video chat as well, which was missing beforehand. It's not quite there yet. The map tools, you can't make maps. So far, it doesn't have any walls in it or something. So it's a bit more like Owlbear Rodeo, maybe. But yeah, just to suffice to say at the close here. Now, I'm not being paid at all by Alchemy. Yeah, all the content I have here from them, I bought myself. But if you want to have another look, as I said, there's a couple of videos I made on Alchemy. If you want to see more, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat for me, leave a comment. And yeah, let's see where this goes. 2 weeks to go. And I just wonder, I think this Founders box is going to be quite pricey. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for watching if you were, and hope to see you soon. Bye for now.